get
You need to get one of those
like
signs.
the little signs.
Yeah.
Welcome to Living on the Wedge. My name is Tay.
And I'm Mia.
Hello, welcome. Salutations. Thanks for being here. We're working on the intro, guys. It's not our thing. It's really not.
You know what? It's just going to be our thing that it's going to be different and awkward every single time.
Until we
That's our
finally nail it. Like we're really gonna go out and try new intros until we can successfully introduce ourselves. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go listen to episode 2, which is all about trying new things.
And 1, we didn't introduce ourselves at all, so we're growing.
We're getting better. That's what this is all about. Happy to be here. Right. Anyways, you know the drill. First, before we discuss anything at all, it's co-star time. It's co-star time.
Not sponsored.
This is not sponsored. We wish it was. But what it is fun. Okay, so everyone, download the app. Add me. My username is DAHLT. I want to be friends with all of you and see how compatible we are. And if it tickles your fancy, let me know in the comments, and I might read yours. If we're friends on CoStar, I might read yours next time. Okay. Just comment if you want that. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Taylor, you and Mia both balance your minds like checkbooks to avoid discomfort of life's choices. It could feel like they're not leaving space for you to speak. Learn to disagree without being disagreeable. Come up with an emotional safe word together.
Do you balance your checkbook?
I do not own a checkbook, Mia. I'm not a boomer. Actually, I know you have a checkbook, so I'm sorry that that's personal. But you have a spreadsheet. It's cooler than a checkbook.
True. I do. Spreadsheet my finances.
My finances, I could use improvement, so maybe we'll have an episode about that.
Okay, so emotional safe word. What's our emotional safe word?
Yeah, because here's the other thing that's canon. You have to do what CoStar says. You the listeners do not have to. I try to do what CoStar tells me. If it says make an emotional safe word, I do it. One time it told me that I was being flaky on Mia and I was to hand write her a rain check. So I on my phone, I sent her a message and I said rain check and I signed it and I sent it to her because CoStar told me to. So
she did.
Yeah.
She also threw a birthday party on her stream for somebody whose birthday it wasn't.
Dumpy. They told me, my friend Shauna goes, it's not their birthday, but throw them a virtual birthday party. So I said, okay. So I had a whole stream in their honor. Was not their birthday.
My question is CoStar has now told her to vandalize storefronts multiple times. So
it's also,
I don't actually want you to answer that.
It's also requested on a few occasions for Mia and I to make a blood pact, which is a bit difficult as we do not live near each other. However, you can mail blood in the mail. Again, this is not me suggesting anyone do this. I'm just saying you could if you wanted to.
Please don't follow our advice. We are just speaking from...
We are not professionals in any capacity.
Personal experience, which we haven't mailed blood. Just throwing that out there. But
have not done that.
We did Google it. It is allowed.
Google knows all. This is USPS. I do not know about FedEx or any of the other mail carriers, but through the legit postal service, good. Anyway, so that was our co-star for the day.
Right. Okay, so we talked about new things last time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is it new things last time?
No, hobbies.
Hobbies?
Yep.
Okay, well, regardless, we need to give an update on our garden.
Yeah, we've had some highs and lows, Mia, garden-wise.
Yes.
That's what it's like. When you start a new hobby, there's gonna be ups, there's gonna be downs, and you just gotta stick with it through it. So hobby high. I got my first strawberry. Actually, I've got 2 strawberries now successfully. It would have been 3, but the first one I didn't pick quick enough, and either my dog or a bird ate it. So we are down 1 strawberry, but 2 successfuls. On the flip side of that, I think my beans have fungus. So I had to like cut half of the leaves off of my beans. They're still growing beans, but the actual leaves itself has some sort of issue going on. And then I had to Google it and spray my plants with copper. So there's
They looked
that.
like they were dying.
Yeah,
Or drying
they
out.
were. Yeah, it was icky. So I gave them a haircut, and we're gonna hope for the best. Yep.
Mine are doing okay. I think they need some extra help. Yours are huge compared to my plants.
Oh,
Like,
I have a
massive.
regimen. It's like some people have like a 10-step skincare. I'm like, I fertilize weekly. I have compost and mulch layer on top of my potting soil. We have a whole little regimen. I sing to them. Supposed to play music for them. Plants will grow. Yeah, mine are huge. Mine are huge. But, yeah.
You've also gotten some lettuce from your plants.
Multiple lettuce. Oh, I harvested basil and I made my own pesto. So
Super
good.
exciting.
So good. My dad ate the whole thing and he said he wanted seconds. So that's how you know it's good. It's got dad approval. But,
yep.
Yeah.
Hey.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What are we talking about this week, Mea?
Well, first we need our disclaimer. So again, we kind of already said it, but please do not take our advice. This is not advice. It's just personal life experience.
It's an open discussion. It's more of a forum as opposed to a what you should do. And if you do it and it works out great, if it doesn't, don't come for us. That's pretty much what we're saying. So we're not responsible. No. Not at all. Not it. Hashtag not it. Don't come for me, right. Okay?
Okay, so this week we're talking about social batteries, and we're talking about kind of what goes into your social battery, how you recharge your social battery, different things like that. I know for me lately, I've been really drained, and I haven't felt like doing anything. Like, I go to work, I come home, I make food, I go to bed. Sometimes I will talk on the phone with Tay or my sister or friends, but like, I have not felt like doing hardly anything lately.
Yeah. So that's the thing though. Okay, would you describe yourself as more of like an introverted or an extroverted person?
Oh, I'm definitely an introvert.
Right. So like that's the thing with social batteries. It's like some people need a lot of human interaction and some people need a lot of personal time to recharge. So that's like the first thing. It's like I go back and forth. It's like sometimes, because especially I work remote, so there's some days I literally don't talk to anyone except through like IMing people and like I talk to my dog. So it's like some weeks I feel like I'm like craving, like I need to talk to somebody to refill my social battery. Like it's drained in that way. And then there's flip sides where it's like if I have a very busy weekend or I just am overwhelmed where I need to like recluse, and that's how I recharge. It's like staying away from absolutely everyone and everything and just like going into the woods and playing Twilight, you know?
No, I agree. Like, and it's not, I think different things affect how you need to recharge. Like, this last week I worked a ton of hours and it was just really stressful, and I didn't want to do anything extra. Like, that was it for me.
Not in the cards.
There are some days that Tay will call me and it's just like, not today.
Yeah. And that's another thing just to note of our friendship, which I really appreciate. Sometimes we just call and the other person doesn't answer and we're just like, that's cool. Like, we don't get mad about it. You know, you're like, hey, not feeling it. Bye. Right. And then there's other days where we're on the phone for like 12 hours straight where we're just existing, or again, we feed off each other. So we both will be like, do you have dishes to do? Like, let's do dishes. And then we like talk doing the dishes and it makes it less bad. Yeah.
It's just nice to sometimes just have someone there. Like, not necessarily talking, just knowing somebody's there. Like, I don't have to necessarily be talking to somebody when I'm with them, like, or hanging out with them. I do think for me, like, quality one-on-one time with people is important. I personally don't like big group settings very often like that. that drains my battery so quickly. And I'm just like, one, I get overwhelmed. Two, I'm somebody who will just sit and observe the entire time. Like, I won't interact.
Yep. I've also noticed, so you know me, I'm typically fall on the air of recluse swamp witch who does not leave their house. Like, that's how I would describe myself. However, I've noticed like, people have energy, right? And you feed off people's energy. So it's like my own energy is very like zen, chill, just I like hanging out, and I can like find something to do for myself. However, I have friends like last night. What did I do? I went out till 3:30 in the morning, dancing, having a great time. I never do that, but my friends I was with, their energy is so like upbeat and bubbly, and they love to talk. They're always having bonfires and people's over, and they always have people at their house. And like, I've been hanging out with them more frequently, and I find myself starting to be like, hey, like, this isn't that bad. So I find myself changing like what I want, how to recharge.
Yeah.
So
I think, like you said, though, different people have different energy. And I think also, so if you're around somebody with bad energy or who's always in a bad mood, you're also going to feed off that as well. So that's something else to keep in mind. Like, while who you're hanging out with now is affecting you in a positive way, that can also go the opposite way, which is kind of derailing a little bit.
Friendships, relationships too. It's like, I feel like it happens a lot more common where you're living with someone or whatever, and you start to feed off each other's energies really bad. And then it's like, I've lived with people, and I've lived by myself for like almost 2 years at this point without anybody. And it's a lot easier to stay in tune to what you need. For me personally, it's a lot easier for me to figure out what I need without worrying about someone else's energy in my space. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me nervous because like, I'm sure at some point I'll like live with someone again, and like, not really looking forward to it. I want to be like those celebrities. You see celebrities and they're so rich that they just have like mega mansions that are like next door to each other, and they like don't actually live in the same house. Like, I think realistically, if or like, you hear of couples having separate bedrooms, that's probably more realistic scale than having mega mansions on the same street. But like, having your own space and own separate thing. I'm just derailing. This is Taylor's train of thought. This is why that couldn't be a podcast. Anyway, your own space, recharge your social battery, and just like do what's right for you is like what helps me the best.
What you need to recharge and what somebody else needs to recharge could be two separate things too.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what you like, for instance, if you need quiet or whatever alone time, but there's somebody who needs people around them, and I get that. Sometimes you just need somebody there, but sometimes you also need that quiet time, you need that alone time. And if you are around somebody all of the time and they're the opposite of you, it's really hard to recharge.
Yeah, that's how I have an issue with my brother doing that. So we're very opposite people, and my brother, he's loves to go out. He needs to go out to feel like good. Like COVID, he told me, was like very hard for him because it cut out the bars, it cut out any social interaction, he cut out going to office, he was working from home, and like that isolation drained his social battery, whereas like he needed the people to like feel it. Whereas I thrived in COVID. I hate to say it. Other than everything else going on, just being able to do my own thing, killing it. So him and I, we have issues when we go on like vacations or we spend an excessive amount of time together, because he's like, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. I'm like, I need a break. I want to take a nap. I need a snack. Like everyone needs to chill. I can't go boom, boom, boom like he can. Like, it's just not in the cards for me. I'm a leisurely lady. Okay. No one's rushing me.
Go is exhausting.
Oh. And one of my other good friends, she is so go. It's so impressive. She's killing it. She's internationally traveling. She was like in Paris for the Taylor Swift concert. Now she's like somewhere else. honestly killing the hell out of it, but it's making me tired. Even just looking at all the places she's going, like I'm tired for her, but she loves it and she can do it. And like, that's awesome. And thinking about social batteries is helpful when you're trying to find relationships and people. Make sure you're compatible, not just astrology and co-star wise, but like social battery wise, right?
Right. Or at least be understanding of how the other person recharges.
Yeah.
Because like everyone has their own ways of doing things. So recharging their battery, how they need to feel cared about and loved, like all of that is going to be different with somebody else, and you have to respect however that is for them.
Mm-hmm.
Which again is derailing a little bit, but
it is what it is. It is what it is.
I have a feeling that's going to happen.
Yeah, get used to it. Disclaimer, we will derail and you will like it. That was harsh.
A little bit.
We'll work on it. You know, everything's a work in progress, okay? So just don't come for us, okay? All right. Let's see. Any other like tips or tricks for recharging? What's your favorite way to recharge your social battery?
I like to go for a walk.
Okay.
But when I go for a walk, I either need to listen to music or a podcast. Like, sometimes I go with my kids for a walk, and sometimes that's not the best way to recharge.
Right, because you're wrangling small human beings at the same time.
Yes, and then the small human beings like to ask a lot of questions, and that's like I'm trying to decompress.
How flexible are you?
Exactly. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that has been asked. But like sometimes I'm very aware that, and I don't know if it's just social battery or sometimes just overstimulated too. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I can just get overstimulated and I'm just like, okay, I need some quiet, but I really like to go for a walk. That's really calming for me.
It's like recharging / decompression, like all in the same stroke.
Right. And then like you're getting exercise in, so that's helping your body, and that you have endorphins, and so that's also like positive. So I that for me, that's something I like to do, and I have not been doing enough of at all. Mm-hmm. Sometimes just quiet listening to music, or I have a TV show I call my comfort show. It's Friends. I've watched it
Good one.
hundreds of times at this point, and I'll just throw it up and listen to it. It's calming for me.
It's like a podcast. You don't have to watch it. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, my comfort show has turned into The Office. It was Friends for a while, but then I got Peacock, the streaming service, because they have all the Harry Potter movies, and now it's the only place you can stream The Office as well. So, not sponsored. I love Peacock. It's great.
What do you do to decompress or recharge your social battery?
Nothing.
Sometimes that's what you have to do.
Rot on my couch until we're the same texture. I put my phone in do not disturb and I read a book and I play a video game. I not with anybody. I literally like, because we stream, right? So I love to play video games with friends. I love to Fortnite. There's certain games that are just for me, like Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing also puts me to sleep because I accidentally trained my body. I only play it before bed. So now as soon as I start playing Animal Crossing, it's like lights out. But
that's how it is, how Stardew is for me.
I love Stardew. It
just makes me want to go to sleep.
Love Stardew. If anyone else likes Stardew, I've been streaming it. So come hang out. Shameless plug. Anyway, yeah, play games, do nothing. I too like a walk in the woods, but mine's a little, or like a walk. Mine's a little different though. Okay. And another disclaimer, this is the fourth. We will not tolerate any Twilight slander on this podcast. So if you have anything negative to say about Twilight, no, you don't. Okay, so I like to go. There's like a wooded area near my house, and I go and I listen to the Twilight soundtracks, and I pretend I'm in Twilight, and I like run around the woods, and that's really fun for me. I guess that's you know, it's borderline a hobby, but it's also a way to recharge.
Yeah, I mean, whatever works for you. Like, I relate to the doing nothing. Usually, if I need to recharge my social battery, I'm not answering your phone calls.
Nope. Goodbye. If do not disturb is on, literally do not. Don't even think about it. Disturb me. That's what it should be.
Yeah.
And that's all
Do
she
you have
wrote.
anything else to add?
No, I feel recharged. I feel great. I feel good.
Good. All right. Well, how do you guys recharge your social batteries? Let us know in the comments.
Add us on CoStar. I want to be friends. I want to make an army of co-stars.
If you would like Tay to read your guys' co-stars together, please make sure you put that in the comments.
Yes.
We will not read them unless you specifically say you're okay with it.
Unless you give us permission.
But also, it's not guaranteed, because if we have everyone,
we'll be picked at random. Maybe we'll do a couple. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. For right now, that's the rule. So again, don't come at me. Okay. Unless it's with CoStar. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Have a good night. Bye.